was literally meant to have recorded probably about an hour, 2 hours ago, but I got a little bit sidetracked. I received an awesome package from Gamer Subs. So I'm currently now partnered with them. So if you do want to check them out, I do have a code for 10% off. So the code is Maddie, MADDY. I'll leave the link in the description as well. So yeah, so exciting. I'm actually really excited to share this product with you because it's something I like and I enjoy. And the brand has just been awesome to work with. So I can't complain there. Are you guys getting the ASMR? Yeah. That's so bad. I gotta stop. Anyway, today we're gonna be reading some more Am I the A-hole? So let's get into it. Am I the a-hole because I LMAO'd when my mum told me her Roomba fell into the pool? No. I feel like in those situations, just from the like the title alone, in those situations you have to laugh. I'd be laughing. I'm on the phone with her as she's a winter resident in Florida. What does that mean? And telling me that she was cleaning her house and left the screen door open. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. So the Roomba went for a walk and went for a skinny dip by the seams of it. And I'm like, where are you going with this? Because my mum kind of rambles a bit with the stories that go nowhere. And then she says the Roomba was missing and she found it at the bottom of the pool. I mean, it's kind of funny. I swear those things have personalities of their own, hey? It just wanted to cool down, okay? That completely caught me off guard and now I'm hollering with laughter. Don't worry, I would be too. And my mum is like, it's not funny! That's a $400 machine! Do you have insurance? Do you? Because I'm calling about your car's extender. Kidding. And somehow that made it funny. I literally would have been in tears. I would have been rolling on the floor laughing. And she's not making it easy for me because now she's describing it apparently didn't die right away. And for a minute, the little brush things were still going around like it was trying to dog paddle its way out of there. I can only imagine the state that your mother was in when she saw that. Okay, then imagine instead of being on the phone talking to her about this, actually witnessing it. That would be funnier. That would be so much funnier. So my mum is angry that the Roomba wasn't built with some sort of safety device in case it falls into water. What do you expect it to do? They don't have floaties, like flotation bags. Oh my God, I said floaties and she actually, oh my God, she wanted flotation bags on it. Oh, stop. I don't think the Roomba is designed to clean the bottom of your pool, you know? This thing lives inside your house, cleaning your house. Why would they put flotations? I actually can't. Like flotation bags are supposed to pop out of it like chitty chitty bang bang or something. And at this point, I'm in literal tears from laughing so hard. I literally almost have tears because this is actually a good story. So mum's angry, the Roomba's dead, and I'm probably not invited to Easter dinner. Look, that's the best Easter present ever, in my opinion. Are you the a-hole? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think in this instance, your mum just needs to kind of take the loss and laugh it off. Because if you don't laugh, you cry. And if you cry, you're sad. Sad about a Roomba falling in the pool for a swim. Alright, let's move on. Am I the a-hole for refusing to help my stepdaughter with her fashion career despite owning my own fashion company? I think you're an a-hole a little bit. A lot of the time, it's about who you know, not what you know. I think you should help her. But let's read. My stepdaughter Mia, she's 23 now and has been dreaming of working in the fashion world since she was young. I was married to her father when she was 15. She took many courses to work on herself and I might say she's good at picking fabrics and colors. However, she isn't very good at designing. She's a good stylist, but not a good designer. I think it's good that you're giving her credit where credit's due and saying that she's a good stylist. I started my business like 16 years ago when it was very small and low budget, but I was lucky enough to expand it to where it is now. Still not the biggest company out there, but enough in my region. Fair enough. I respect the hustle and the hard work. A lot of businesses don't make it past the first year. Part of my expansion plan was to hire other young designers, so my team and I are quite selective on who gets the job and who doesn't, because the designer products we sell, so it has to be good and pass my judgment board. Which also means I'm not the sole judge who gets to choose, while I most definitely can prefer to hear what others have and decide with Damn. Okay, it just sounds like you're running a business at the moment. That's all. My husband asked me to have Mia as a designer in my company. Oh, this is when it gets tricky because like you obviously don't want to say no, but at the same time it's like experience, it's a business. I feel like maybe offering her a position to learn and take volunteer work would be beneficial. From the very start, I knew Mia wasn't a good designer, but I told my husband I'll have her apply for the job and submit her papers for me, and the team would look at them and examine her skills. I respect it. At least you're trying to have her involved. I think he was kind of surprised I said apply for it instead of an immediate yes, but he has still told Mia, who sent a thank you message for helping her. I mean, regardless, applying for it's still helping. Still gonna examine it and check it out. She's got one foot in the door already with knowing someone in the fashion industry. Again, like I said, it's about who you know, not what you know. I don't know what exactly my husband told her so she would send a thank you text, but I replied saying I'll be waiting for her along with the judges to examine her work constructively and wish her luck. Look, you're being nice about it. I honestly don't know to this day if my husband lied to her or did she send such a text to guilt trip me. I have no clue. I think your husband kind of gave your daughter-in-law some false hope because he wouldn't have wanted to break her heart, which is just the honest truth. Anyway, her day came and no one saw her stuff on bar with our criteria, so she was sent an email that she wasn't accepted. My heart. Is there any way that you could like have her in and teach her or like get her to learn? In my personal opinion, it feels like a little bit of an a-hole situation because I'm sure there are other ways to help her with her career path. Let's just say hell got loose from here. My husband to me about this nonsense and unfair that I didn't accept her. I told him I'm not the sole decider. I have a system in place of judges, but he wanted me to bend the system for Mia. Okay. I understand there's a system, but I'm sure there are other positions you can help her learn and teach her and all this kind of stuff. I think it's just a little bit of poor effort parenting. If it was your actual daughter, you might have bent the rules for her a little bit. By any means, I'm not saying add her to the designing team, but I'm sure there's positions where you can have her in and helping and spectating even and getting some experience. Give her some experience and some guidance and some help. If I did that, my credibility in front of my employees would sink and I'd lose them eventually. Okay, first of all, they're your employees. You're not their employee. It sounds like you make the rules, not them. Plus, if Mia got in, her fellow designers won't respect her because she'd only get in for being my relative, not for her skills that are far behind her fellow designers. You talk down on her a little bit. I feel sorry for Mia. I'm gonna say I feel a little bit sorry for Mia. You kind of just crushed her dreams. It is a huge risk for me to ethically and financially include Mia. My husband proceeded to tell me the list of courses and work Mia has done to achieve her dream, and I told him I understand, but she still hasn't got the skills at least to meet my criteria. She could apply somewhere else and get accepted. Can you not do like a bring your daughter to work day and show her and help her and guide her? It just feels like you're just trying to shut her down because you're not proud of her work or proud of her, and you're just doing this in the nicest way possible as you can. Ugh. In my opinion, the a-hole. Mia later sent me a long text of how I failed her and she doesn't want to see or hear of me anymore. Okay, first of all, Mia should not have sent that text, but she's 23 years old and I can understand her frustration. She's just got to kind of take those losses and get back up, you know? So in my opinion, you're the a-hole. A lot of the comments are actually saying here, not the a-hole. The only reason I think she's the a-hole is just purely by the fact it doesn't seem like she's offering her too much more help other than the fact apply, sorry, goodbye. She's your stepdaughter. Give her a little hand, help her out a bit. You can bend the rules slightly. It doesn't mean you need to have her on board as a designer. Maybe like an apprenticeship. Have you thought about that? Huh? Yeah. On to the next. Am I the a-hole for coming to dinner basically topless? What? Basically? What are you wearing? Like just nipple covers? Huh? Let's read this. I've dreaded posting this for a while because I'm afraid I might be the a-hole, but I just gotta know. So here goes. My parent-in-laws and brother-in-law came to visit and stay for a month with my husband, 27 male, and I, 28 female, after I had a baby. For context, if it makes any difference, I'm German, husband and his family are Italian. The baby was 3 months old at the time and I breastfed her. Usually I'd just nurse on the couch in the living room, but because company was staying, I'd go to my bedroom. After I nurse her, she'd fall asleep and take a nap, and I'd have some free time. Since the family was visiting, I tried to plan her naps around mealtime to spend time with our family uninterrupted. Makes sense? I can kind of see where it's going. Kinda. My mother-in-law has this thing that when food is on the table, you be there pronto. I hate that. Is she staying with you or are you staying with her? I thought it was your house. You make the rules. Sometimes I'd be late coming to the meal because babies can be unpredictable and she wouldn't fall asleep right away or nurse longer than normal. That's completely fair. Your baby is 3 months old. To this, my mother-in-law would barge into my room and announce food was ready, all impatient. I will never understand why people can't be patient. Like, chill pill, relax, life's too short. This startled the baby and made the process last much longer than it should have. The result is I had to eat much later than everyone else, alone, and the food was cold. It makes me sad that they couldn't wait, or they couldn't plan the meal a little bit more around the baby. But at the same time, as a mother, you kind of got to do what you got to do for your baby, and if that means eating your food cold sometimes and alone, it's just kind of what it is, you know? It left me fuming. More work to do with the baby and I'm secluded. Yeah, being a mother, especially within the first 12 months, I imagine it would be very hands-on-y like that and secluding and isolating. So you definitely need as much support as possible. And I'm sorry you weren't getting that. This happened several times. I asked my husband to talk to her and explained I can't always come on time, which is fair. He talked to her, but she still did all this anyway. So I simply decided to stop being late to dinner. The next time she barged into my room and announced food was ready, I came out with no hesitation. I came to the table exactly as I was. No shirt, half bra, baby hanging on one tit. Yeah, okay. This is definitely one way to set an example. Nothing was seen as the baby's head covered up everything anyway, but still. In sheer uproar goes something like, mother-in-law exclaims, "What the hell am I doing at the table like this? I'm indecent and there are men at the table. I should be ashamed." I yell back, "What the hell does she keep calling me to the table for if I'm not yet ready? I have no reason to be in my room alone with my baby while everyone else is out there having a great time together. You're taking care of your baby. I respect it. I totally respect it. You gotta, you're a mother. You gotta do what you gotta do as a mother, you know?" Brother and father-in-law are trying to not get in the argument. I imagine they wouldn't. Husband ushers me back to my room and scolds me, taking his mother's side. I think I can see the frustration that you have, but I can also see why it made them a little bit uncomfortable. But at the same time, you're doing something so natural, feeding a child, feeding your baby who needs to eat. I think people just need to be more accepting of that. He means he gets I'm frustrated, but this action didn't help anything. But after that, mother-in-law didn't bother again while I was busy with the baby. It worked. That's a small win. So what if I come to some meals a little after everyone had started eating? The roof didn't cave in. Anyway, everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Am I the a-hole? You are not the a-hole. I don't think in this situation anyone is the a-hole, to be completely honest with you. I think when a baby comes into the family, there's always this added pressure on you as the mother, absolutely, on the father, absolutely, and also the surrounding family. They're there to help and I respect that, but sometimes they also need to know boundaries and understand you're caring for a baby. So no, you are not the a-hole. This comment's actually pretty funny. Damn, you think a woman who's had at least 2 children would have figured out how babies work by now? Facts.